I just scored access to Manus AI straight off the waitlist. Yep, that hyped up tool everyone's buzzing about. I'm jumping in to test it out for the first time, using it to generate leads and craft killer business data visualizations to share in my local community Facebook groups. But here's the big question: is Manus really worth the hype, or is it a legit leap towards AGI? You've heard the buzz, now stick around to see my raw reactions, unexpected discoveries, and the final verdict on whether it's a game changer or just hot air. So here's that welcome email. Let's try it out. And some info, and strong password, not human, sign up. Sweet. Got a code. All right. Hi, Blaze. Thanks for being an early adopter of Manus. Your passion and creativity have been inspiring. Today, we're excited to announce two major updates. The Manus membership beta, we're launching a beta version of Manus membership with more usage credits, run more tasks at the same time, enhanced stability with dedicated resources, and extended context length. As thank you for your early support, we've added 1,000 free credits to your account, with more bonus credits coming your way from time to time. We will continuously optimize system efficiency and reduce the number of credits consumed per task. Manus mobile app now available. Take Manus everywhere with the new mobile app, create tasks, and check results anytime, anywhere. Thanks again for your continued support. Awesome. So I'm not going to pay for nothing yet. Let's just try out, see what it does. What can you do for me today? Here are some of these examples. Analyze stocks. If you've watched any of the other YouTube videos on Manus, I'm sure other people have covered it. Let's see what this WTF is. Brand identity design, podcast editing, professional teleprompter, interactive gaming. Okay, sweet. So the thing that I want to do right now is to generate leads. So one of my current business ideas is I want to capture as much of the web design, web development market. So I want to scrape leads in my local area, and I'm going to bank on businesses. My target audience is businesses that either don't have a website or have an old, crappy website. So I'm going to give Manus a task of generating leads in my local area, which is Wilmington, North Carolina, and seeing if they have a website or if they don't have a website and collecting some of the basic useful info that I'd like to see in that. So I'm going to have it generate a list of leads for we are looking to target businesses in see that have no website or target active businesses in Wilmington, North Carolina, have no website or have a crappy like it doesn't have a subscript or it is I want you to format this into a CSV file with columns containing the business name, the social media links, so say IGFB, Instagram, Facebook, their website link, if any, their email list, their email, and their phone number. I also want you to store these um, leads based on if they have a website or if they have already done. businesses without our website are higher than those that have a crappy one or don't have a website. And this is based on my existing knowledge of already taking a look at some of the leads in our area using Google Maps. But it's kind of a tedious process, and you can have like people pay VAs in the Philippines to go do that type of stuff. But especially when it comes to this local business stuff, I like to do it myself first, and then after you get a feel for that process, then you can either automate it or outsource it. But we'll see how Manus does. Let's see what this thing is. Standard, high effort. Okay. Well, let's take a look and send it. Help me generate a list of business leads in North Carolina, focusing on those without websites or with poorly designed ones. I don't want browser notifications because I just don't like getting notified for anything. While Manus is working, you can send messages anytime to modify tasks with add information or stop current work. Feel free to leave this page. Manus will continue working in the background and notify you when the task is complete. All right, so I'm going to go pause and we'll see what Manus creates. See you in a sec. So this is just an update. I'm taking a look at the things that Manus is doing. It found a business directory from the Chamber of Commerce. That's something I never even thought of. It makes a lot of sense. But the real reason is I just found out you can have Manus do multiple tasks at once. So I'm going to have it do that other task simultaneously. So I'll test out that new task. Says I can do Control K. That opens up my search thing and that new task window. So I'm just going to go and do this through their existing UI. So what I want is for Manus to create an infographic on the industries and specific sectors in my city. And I wanted to create an infographic / chart of that information. Basically, what I'm looking for is maybe like a pie chart containing the industries and percentage of the GDP for the city of Wilmington, North Carolina that it produces, which is just some good visualization data for business owners in Wilmington, entrepreneurs in Wilmington, help them decide like what kind of startup or industry they want to pursue in our city, and it's would make for good content in the local networking groups I'm a part of. So if it can do that, if it can create nice visualization, then I can share this in different groups and generate more buzz around me and my like current ventures, and maybe potentially create some warm leads for the other services that I'm currently providing. Web development, AI application development, taking people from idea to MVP in less than a week, that whole type of shebang. So let's get started with a prompt. Well, actually, there's a thing here. I noticed that our scraping script only collected placeholder data rather than real business from the Chamber of Commerce directory. Let me fix this issue and collect business data from Wilmington, North Carolina to create a more valuable lead list for you. Okay. Let me just add some refinement to this because I don't want it to only use that one business directory to maximally. I want you to maximally research leads using a diverse range of sources. Do not limit yourself to just the Chamber of Commerce list. And send it. All right, let's go create that other task. I want you to do comprehensive. I want you to research and generate comprehensive So what I'm kind of asking it to do is something that I would ask a deep research type tool to do. However, deep research I've found isn't like the best at generating like visuals alongside with their research report. So we'll see if Manus is able to maybe do it a little bit better than that. I want you to research and generate a comprehensive infographic on the types of on the top industries contributing to Wilmington's GDP. Include your sources. I want it to create an infographic consisting of charts and data and formatted, nicely formatted table on the top industries contributing to Wilmington's GDP. Include your sources. I am specific. Interested in seeing what percentage that industry contributes to Wilmington's overall GDP. Who the key players are for that industry? Who are the key? What startups are pursuing? What startups for solutions for are any of the industries currently being underserved? Format this like a professional data analyst. My intent is to generate useful content for entrepreneurs in my city. So ensure your infographic contains that up by sources. All right, that's good enough. Let's send it. Okay, it looks like you do need to upgrade. So I will go ahead and save this prompt. Let's see if it automatically saves if I navigate away. Nope. So a bunch of the other AI tools will actually do that. But for now, we'll just wait for Manus to finish doing its thing with this existing task. So Manus just finished its report and just sent it to me. I want to see if it tells me how long it took. 60 seconds, 6 seconds ago, 6 minutes ago. All right, so it started this task 11 minutes ago and was able to generate a list of 40 leads. So let me take a look at the lead list. So it has a bunch of leads that don't have a website. Rank them first. Some of them don't have Facebook or Instagram. So the ones that do have a website do have a Facebook or Instagram. So the one thing I don't like is that I prefer not to do calling for these companies. I prefer to reach out to them on social since I already have a good background and it'll prove that I'm local when I reach out to these people. So I'm going to go have Manus try to find a Facebook or Instagram or email for these businesses. For the businesses that that's Facebook, Instagram, or email. I want you to find at least one of those contact sources so that we may reach how to then and 40 leads. That's not too many. Let's see if I can get it to give me 100 leads. Also, I want more leads. Aim for trying to get 100. Alrighty, so I sent it out. So let's let it do its thing. All right, just doing a quick update. You can see that Manus does create a task list. So it has a planning mode first and where it generates a plan. You can see all the tasks that it generated on its plan. It's on task 3 of 9 so far. And it's using the terminal currently and processing the different websites that it currently has scraped as leads. So it's pretty cool being able to see it work. Whoa, just got a lot done really quickly. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, let's let it do its thing. So Manus just completed the task. So let's take a look at the leads it was able to get. So every lead now has a Facebook or Instagram. Most of them do not have an email, which is fine. And let's just do a quick spot check to make sure it's not Facebook purchase. Down this CSV. Say like Coastal Cupcakes. See if they have a website. Doesn't look like they have a website. It actually doesn't even look like this company's active. So I did specify that the website should be active. All right, let's do another one. Coastal Carolina Plumbing. All right, that one's no longer in business. So yeah, overall, these leads don't look to be overly promising. All right. So for lead scraping, doesn't look like Manus did a good job on finding websites that don't have finding leads that don't have a website existing. So that lead list is probably very low quality. But let's go take a look at other ones. So you can see the Tasty Burger and Grill. Let's try to find that. 67. So it says it's Tasty's Burger and Grill. It does not have a Facebook. But on the list, it said the website is inaccessible. Let's see if that's true. Yes, that's correct. Let's see for websites that have outdated design, WilmingtonComputerRepair.com. Let's see how that looks. So yeah, that one doesn't have anything in it either. So Manus said that it had an outdated design and there's actually no design on there. I guess overall, it does not do a good job of scraping leads. So perhaps it's the prompt that I use, but I gave a pretty detailed prompt. I can ask it to go validate more leads in the future but I assume that, let's see how many credits it used for this whole thing. It almost used half of the free credits, like 303 credits. So overall, not too impressed actually with Manus on its ability to generate leads. It's a start, but um, I guess we'll have to have another AI agent manually go rank them, or maybe I can have Manus continue iterating on that task. But I was looking to see, I was hoping to be like impressed or like have my mind blown, see that peek into AGI. But it looks like you still need to do a little bit more of prompting, and it can't handle generic business tasks all the way just yet. So let's go take a look at that other prompt that I wanted to try, which is to generate an infographic. I just copy and pasted it from last time. So let's see. And let's take a pause. I'll come back and see what the results are. So after around 10 minutes, Manus was able to complete its task. It generated a zip file, and it's a bunch of Python, Jupyter Notebook, Python Notebook style files. But if I want to be able to share this with others, I'll want it in a web format. So I'm going to have Manus do that now. Let's take a look. Be back in a sec. So Manus just created that link, that web page. Let's take a look. All right, so it has a GDP growth overview. Key facts: 21.9 total GDP was $21.99 billion. 5-year growth rate is 39.4%. Year-over-year growth 8.6%. Top industry is healthcare and social assistance, 15.2% of the GDP. Industry contribution to GDP. All right, so 15%, 15.2% from healthcare and social assistance. Okay. Novant Health, Regional Medical Center. Okay. Industry leaders, Novant Health. Cool. Startup innovation hubs and incubators, mobile startups, and CNO, sure. Well, Sky Life platform. Ecosystem statistics, right? It's number 61 globally and number 22. Genesis for startup ecosystem, 358. Startup underserved, high potential with low competition. Clean energy, advanced manufacturing, advanced textiles and manufacturing technology, supply chain logistics, logistics technology. Okay. Life sciences. Okay. Yeah, this is very good. Very good. Yeah, I'd say overall, it even cited its sources, so that's really good. Like as is, I can present this, upload it on my. Maybe I can put an email capture before it and use this as a lead magnet. So this is actually pretty sweet. Pretty happy with that. So compared to Manus generating leads, its ability to generate like those types of reports, I'm impressed. And I think it has a lot of potential use in this for this use case. All right, here's a scoop from my Manus AI test run. For generating leads, honestly, it stumbled. My local web dev service list was riddled with outdated businesses and shaky scoring, burning 303 credits for a mostly unusable result. I was hunting for that AGI spark, but even with tweaking, it didn't quite deliver. Now, flip the script to research and infographics. Manus crushed it. The depth of research, legit sources, and slick report format had me nodding in approval. It's got serious potential for pumping out lead magnets entrepreneurs will love. So, worth the hype? It's a mixed bag. But I'm not done yet. Drop a comment down below with what you want me to test next. I'll dive in personally and share the raw results with you. Until next time.